What I love about this acting technique is that once an actor understands the essential fundamentals, because it's so logical, they can easily work out the next steps for themselves. So, how do you work out the responder's path through a scene? Well, because you know that the instigator has an issue with the responder's behaviour and that they choose the best form of conversation to deal with that behaviour, it makes sense that the responder has an issue with the instigator's behaviour and that they are going to work out the best form of conversation to use to deal with that behaviour in reply. In any conversation in life, the responder hasn't read the script in advance and therefore has to deal spontaneously with what the instigator is throwing at them in the moment. They may not even have a clear idea what the conversation is really about, but they do know what issue they have with the instigator's behaviour, and they can deduce the vibe of the instigator's attack. Is it a test, a challenge, or a battle for control? And that's the responder's first option. They can choose to use the same tactic or conversation form that the instigator is using back at them. So the responder can decide to test back, challenge back, or battle for control back. But whichever of those forms they choose, it will always be because it's the best way of dealing with the instigator's behaviour. And if they're uncertain about which of those forms to use, then their second option is to resist or avoid or deny the instigator's conversation. Whichever of those forms they choose, it will always be because it's the best way of dealing with the instigator's behaviour. That's what we do in life, and that's what the responder should do in any scene. It's logical. They are both choosing the best approach to deal with the issue they have with the other person's behaviour, and that's how you choose the best pathway through any scene. Both the instigator and the responder use the same patterns of behaviour we use in life, but it's just for different reasons. That's what makes the scene real. And that's how you choose the pathway or the tactics for the responder through any scene.